Veteran adoption attorney Bob Noone, who has finalized thousands of adoptions over his 40-year career, is hosting an adoption boot camp in Princeton this evening. He joins us live now to talk about the urgent need for permanent homes, the challenges foster parents face in the court system, and what people can expect at tonight's event. Bob, thanks so much for being here.
Randy, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's start first with, in West Virginia, what are the main types of adoptions that you see?
Well, we do actually a couple hundred adoptions a year. My office does. But what we see mainly, and this won't come as a shock, is foster care adoptions. You may be aware West Virginia has 6,500 kids approximately in foster care, which per capita might be among the greatest in the nation. And why is that? Well, you follow the opioid trade back, and so a lot of our adoptions are foster parents. And that's here in your area, particularly where we're in Fayette, Raleigh, Greenbrier, Mercer, Monroe, most of the adoptions there in the court come as a result of abuse and neglect cases. And no surprise, you do not see a lot of parents get rehabilitated, despite the fourth and fifth time through rehabilitation, and it still doesn't work. And the casualties of our opioid crisis is the children. Those are the victims. And they need good, loving homes. And there's the angels of the system are the foster parents here in this area. So we help them adopt.
Absolutely. And for anybody that is interested in being a foster parent or adopting a child, what do they need to know about the process?
Well, first of all, they need to know, yes, you do get your heart broken. Let me just put that out there. Knowledge is power. You need to know that you can get your heart broken. But opening your heart and your home to a child is not a difficult process. Not just everybody does it. We do background checks. The Department of Health or the Department of Human Services is a great place to start in your county. And there's in this area there are wonderful agencies: Children's Home Society, KVC, Press Ridge, NECO, Blueprint, Stepstone. You have agencies around here that will hold your hand if you're interested in being a foster parent and walk you through it. And if you're a foster parent, how often do you hear a lawyer say, "You're never going to pay me"? But we talk to foster parents for free all the time, but they don't have to pay for adoption. And in West Virginia, if you adopt, you get a subsidy of several $100s a month to help raise that child and medical care. Well, we do a lot of NECO adoptions, so I can tell you, NECO does the placement of the child, the overseeing the foster parents. They do the home study, the background check, and they are the support for the foster parent. But what they are not is an attorney. And those people have to have an attorney. And so their adoption specialists may say, you need to find an attorney for this. That's where we often come in. And just as a word, for folks that shop, this is not an advertisement, but in West Virginia, to be an adoption attorney or to call yourself one once you pass the bar, Randy, you know what you have to do? All you have to do, breathe. Honest to God. You can do deeds, wills, burglary, bankruptcy, the occasional contract or will, and in small print, adoption. If I was in a circus, I'm a one-trick pony. That's my circus, and that's all we do. And it's important that you have somebody that understands the process, but it's fun and it's rewarding for the foster parents.
That's wonderful, and it's great to know. And we have about a minute or so out before we have to go. But before we go, do you have anything that you would like to plug to anybody watching right now? If the Children's Home Society thing tonight is at Lifeline Church in Princeton, but also we talk for free. Shut me up, maybe. We talk for free to churches and foster groups and civic groups that are interested in learning about A, the foster care system, B, the court system involving children, and how to get involved. And you got some wonderful court systems around here in Fayette County, Raleigh County, and Lewisburg. Judges take seriously holding parents accountable, and if they don't get their act together, then that loving home is the next step. Absolutely, and it takes a village to get there. So thank you so much, Bob, for all your work that you do.